Hi, H&Hers. It's Jen here, and Megan as well.
Hi.
And we're let me start that again. Hi, H&Hers. It's Jen here. I'm here with Megan today.
Hi.
It's September 10th, and this is our 11th episode of
September 12th.
Dang it! What did I say? September 10th?
Yeah.
That wasn't even yesterday. Okay, let's try this again.
Okay.
Okay. Hi, H&Hers. This is Jen, and it is September 12th. I'm here with Megan Frampton. Okay. Megan.
Okay. You were frozen and now you're not frozen.
Oh, no. Okay.
She might be frozen on your screen, but not on hers, right?
Well, I couldn't hear her. So you were frozen and unheard. So let's just wait up for a sec because we also have some.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to go unlive and then do, or does that not?
Once we go live, like, that's it.
That's it. Okay.
Yeah. It's one take.
Right, so you can tell Teddy it's like, 5 minutes in before.
Right.
Okay.
Hopefully no one's actually watching this live. Okay.
All right. You can start.
Okay. Hi, H&Hers. It's Jen here. It's September 12th, and I am here with Megan.
Hi.
And we have actually a big news item that we want to talk about before we jump in. Nalini Singh has shared the most recent book in the Rock Kiss series that she started. We had an excerpt of Rock Addiction last week, and now this week we have news of the next book in the series, which is
Rock Courtship, and it's a novella. It comes out September 30th. And we've got a tiny little peek at the excerpt with links to Nalini's own site, plus the cover and the release date, which, September 30th. So there you go.
Great. So we have, a lot of great news today on the site. We're super excited. Also, Fall TV is starting up, so we've been really excited about all of that. But today, we're actually going to be talking about the darker side of romance, with particular attention, for me at least, on stalkers in romance. That's typically a trend that we see in romantic suspense, and they're usually the bad guy. But our blogger, Jessica Morrow, actually started a post on stalkers in romance, which includes some of the bad guys, but also includes some stalkers who have become the hero through weird circumstances. She talks about Raw, is one of the big ones that she talks about, as well as At Peace by Chris and Ashley. I don't believe that At Peace starts with ends with the stalker becoming the hero, but I do know that Raw by Belle Aurora definitely does. So it's very controversial. It's stalking is not something that is romantic. It's we've had the super dominant alpha heroes, but stalking is just taking it to the next level, and a scary one, but somehow authors make it work.
One thing that I think is interesting is, and Jen and I have both read this book, I guess it's been out a couple of years. It's called Captive in the Dark, and then it's followed by, I forget what. The author's name is C.J. Roberts. I haven't read the second book yet, but that was definitely dark and totally captivating, and in real life would be completely illegal and heinous, and I still enjoyed reading it. And then we were noticing that there's a show called Stalker that's debuting in October. Not sure if this is like a whole big trend or whatever, but I guess it makes sense that if you take the controlling alpha billionaire to its next level, and he's controlling what you eat and how you exercise and everything, maybe he's going to control everything else and have someone watching you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it does seem to be kind of the next progression, and I think that as we see kind of the dark hero and dark romance grow, and the growth of now I think romantic suspense, I think this is again just like the next level for it all. And a lot of these heroes, are dealing with things for one reason or another, and they've become obsessive with these heroines. But then on the other hand, we have heroines who have stalkers and take it to another level and they actually kill for self-defense.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a good contrast to the Stalkers post, the Heroines Who Kill post, because sometimes these heroines have to take drastic action, and they do, and they're still heroines. And I mean, of course, it depends on your own reading of it, but in some cases it seems to be justified. In other cases, it's just because that's their job or whatever. And it's interesting and gender neutral, actually, surprisingly refreshing to have heroines who are just as bad as some of the heroes that we adore.
Yeah, a lot of times we talk about, you know, the villain to hero kind of trope, and Megan, I believe that you have talked about, you know, the good guy that went bad, but it is kind of rare and refreshing to have a heroine who goes to these extremes to protect herself or even just for a paycheck.
Yeah, and it's something that we're seeing that we've talked about for a while, the rise, as Jen mentioned, of romantic suspense, and hoping that we see more cool romantic suspense that adequately balances the romance and the suspense, since I think one of the complaints a lot of romantic suspense readers have is that it doesn't, you know, it's like, oh, let's stop in the middle of this danger to have sex, and that just doesn't make sense. So it'll be interesting to see as things progress and more releases come out whether or not romantic suspense comes back or what happens.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting, and I think there's a lot more romance there. I think there's a lot more for people to play with.
Yep. And so we suggest that you go check out those posts at the site, check out the news we've got today, read the excerpt from Nalini Singh, and we will, all three of us, we think, see you next week. Heather is still off, and we miss her. And that's it. So bye.
Thanks, guys. See you next week.